So shall we start? Shall we get started right away?
I think we can start with Musa from Tujiajiri. That's a nice big group of young people that are here with us. And Musa
There they are.
actually said he's ready to ask a question. If we can get a mic to them. And as we get that mic, Bishop, were you expecting this kind of response?
I hope for it.
You hope for it. All right, Musa, fire your question, please.
Well, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, Bishop Jex, my question is to ask you to get into deeper insights about failures and challenges. Being raised by a janitor who's came up to have 62 employees and yourself being able to create yourself a brand and to become the renowned person you are. We have a lot of young people and entrepreneurs in the house, and interacting with most of them through the Tujiajiri program is the gear towards instant gratification. I want my money now. While we do understand it's a whole process from start to the point that matters most, that you just said, is the finish line, is now what you become. Now, the challenges, how to go through that process. What is the process? How to go through the process and transform it to who indeed we want to become. Thank you.
That's right.
You got that?
I'm going to stand up. As I understood you, I struggled to understand you. What is the process that you go through from where you are to what you become? One of the problems that I find prevalent with millennials who, by the way, I love mentoring you above anybody. Yeah, it is, you are the best investment because you have the longest shelf life.
That's true.
You will outlive me. You will outlast me. And you assure the fact that my work continues. I cannot have success without a successor. So I'm committed to you winning. Let me say that first of all. I am committed to you winning. The problem is, your strength is your weakness. You were raised with technology, which is a great strength, but it's also a great weakness. Because when you are raised with something that responds in predictable ways by touch, when you are placed in unpredictable situations, you don't do well.
Wow.
Because you expect people to respond like computers. They do not. People respond in unpredictable ways. And let me tell you something that you're going to have to become more proficient in. Relationships. And relationships are not text. They're not tweets. They're communication. We are designed that we read more than language. I don't have to, like a minute ago, you were doing what you were doing. I didn't know what it meant, but I felt what it meant. So communication is more than speech. It's eye language, it's body language, it's voice inflection. All of those are tools. Because when you get ready to do business, people don't just do business with ideas, people do business with people. They do business with people. And you have to understand, in building that process, it is not like building a face page. There's work to it. And one of the mistakes we made, and when I say we, I mean my generation, I mean anybody that you admire. It may not be me, it may be Diddy, I'm naming American people because I know American people. I'm not prejudiced, I just know them. It may be Diddy, it may be Oprah, it may be Tyler Perry, it may be somebody you saw, maybe Beyonce. You see us after we arrive. You didn't see us when we struggled. So when you decide, I'm going to be like him, you're coming in at the end of the movie.
That's right.
You missed the first half of the struggle. You missed the days I couldn't feed my kids. You missed the day that I went out in the field and gathered apples to feed my kids or used paper towels for diapers because I couldn't buy diapers. You came in later when you saw me on TV. And you want to leap over all of those no's to get to a yes. But it is the 400 no's that lady was talking about before the yes that makes you who you are. And when you get a no, you give up and say, this must not be it. That's not true. That woman got 399 no's before she got one yes. You have to have the resolve inside of yourself to resist the temptation to believe the detractors and to continue to believe the voice within. And why is that important? It is the strength you gain from your failures that make you strong enough to stand up to your success. If I wanted to really destroy you right now, real fast, real quick, I would give you my life right now and all that goes with it and all the 300 and so employees of my little company. I would give it all to you right now in a flash, and say, there, it's yours, take it. You know why that would be criminal? I didn't give you the struggle and the strife and the experience and the pain that created it. You wouldn't be able to handle it. You wouldn't be able to stand it. It would be murderous to win too soon. Mm-hmm. Let me go biblical on you. The reason the prodigal son ended up in the hog pen is not that he didn't get what was his, it was that he got what was his too soon. And there is something to be respected about process. The process, the little steps that make a mile. It is not the destination. It is the things you learn along the way. It is the people who beguiled you and tricked you that make you wiser. Wisdom is made out of the stupid things you did before you got it. Don't miss it. That process is invaluable to you getting there. Does that mean that you have to be my age before you get there? Absolutely not. But it does mean that you don't go from thinking a thought to producing an idea without pain, no more than a woman goes from having sex to getting up in the morning with a baby in her arms. The gestation period is critical. Gestation creates formation. I'll start with that.
Yes, indeed.
I hope you've gotten your answer. That was Musa from Tujiajiri. Bishop, thank you so much for that. We have so